Hello again, friends, viewers, guildmates. Let's take a look at more Xcom. We're building a new hangar because we have recently learned how to make new kinds of aircraft. It'll take a while before we can get some use out of that. As for research, well, it's mostly interrogations right now, although there are a couple of toys that I could work on as well. And as for soldiers, we've got some replacements, and well, the rookies are far too low on the list. We need to move them up and get them some experience. Yes, that is indeed their purpose on the squad. Also, Aero FMech is moving up because I've learned my lesson. We need a sniper up there just in case. Well then, we have a terror site. That's right, not a terror ship that we shot down this time. It's a good old terror mission. And is conveniently placed so that we can encounter it in the daytime. What's this? It's not important, or not as important anyway. I mean, I'm gonna send out an interceptor anyway, but yep, this happens first. Well then, it's actually been a while since I've done a straight up terror mission. I hope I haven't forgotten anything important. Can't have enough smoke though. Now it's been a while since I've recorded and uploaded an XCOM video, and part of it is, have you ever fallen behind on something and then been afraid to pick it up again because that's sort of reconfronting the fact that you fell behind in the first place and you're ashamed to talk to the people who you're responsible to? I sure hope not. But I kind of got a similar feeling. Also, we are not in a good place with this Sky Ranger landing. There's open area on all sides. Except right in front, sort of. That is a very conveniently placed building. I'm listening for sounds that are not plasma because that might narrow down what I'm facing. No clues yet, though. I am notoriously lacking in clues in many things. Oh, okay. So the last terror ship had anthropods as part of a mixed crew, but we don't have enough evidence about that yet. Also, we're pretty fortunate that those anthropods are facing away from us, because that gives us some room to explore and hopefully shoot them. Also, since a civilian is alive in that direction, there are probably not aliens over there. So we know which direction is safer for us to go when we leave the Sky Ranger. Right. Now that the scout has scouted, let's see what shots we can take against these oblivious aliens. Dino Rush, you have made an excellent start in the XCOM crew. I'm going to leave this this first turn unedited, like no fast forwarding or anything, because the first turn where you take your people out of the Sky Ranger tends to be especially critical in this game. Of course, I guess there would be a bit more suspense if I didn't have access to save files, but oh wow, Excellion Black. You have also made a very good showing at your debut. Anyway, we tried Iron Man. It did not work out because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. It is possible that this is still the case, I would hope it's a bit less so, but hey, the only way for me to know for sure would be to start up another Iron Man game, and nope. Nope. Not for a good long while. Well, I don't want to move everyone out there into one spot for reasons that have been demonstrated previously. Oh. Now, Cowley did not have very good stats, I must admit, but I was starting to get attached to our smoke grenade thrower. Also, some of the sounds that I've heard, such as the Celatid and the rocket launchers, have confirmed suspicions about this being another mixed crew. I kind of wonder if it works similarly to Invasions in that it keeps sending this same terror ship repeatedly until one of them lands successfully. Although this one was delayed quite a bit. Whatever. I definitely want to get rid of those flying beans of death. And since terror units never give anything useful when captured, I'm going to give permission for lethal force. Also, when those things are involved, more smoke is better. Because, well, I seriously have never seen one of those things miss, ever. I actually kinda wonder what their listed stats are. Well, I can look that up later. Anyway, I'd like to thank our guildmates for their extreme bravery in taking on this mission. Well, it looks like we got sort of a grazing shot with the Dino Rush? That's coming out of your salary. Alright. Aria Izoyoi, you have a... Oh. That wall was not your target. You could have saved the squad there, but you didn't. I hope you can live with yourself. Also, I try to get a shot from further back, but there's no angle. Wow. You see, Rena Blade's death is on your hands, not the Celatid's hands, because it doesn't have any? I don't know. And that was not the alien I expected to discover when moving forward. However, Mr. Hart, you are well equipped for that situation. Hooray! I have no idea what rank that sectoid was, but a lot of the aliens don't even have rank on this mixed ship, so I'll take what I can get. Also, why did I not see that thing earlier when moving forward? Well, whatever. Hey, third shot worked. Okay, then. That, if I didn't kill that... Well, I had plenty more available shots, but... it could have moved forward and shot several times, and that would be horrible. Yep, we have confirmed that this mixed ship is probably the same as the previous one, which is also good news because in that case I know where the leader is, or at least what it is. It is one of those lizard men things that I've only encountered once before. Now, Poetry, I did not expect you to kill this thing, but I do expect you to at least hit a couple of times to improve your accuracy. I have to admit that's one of the aspects of the game that I do not miss in the remake. those huge incendiary rockets seem to be less damage than one would expect. Civilians usually die to one hit from anything. Wow. Speaking of dying in one hit, those rail pistols are no joke. Now this is a problem with the way fire damage is modeled in this game. Most of the time, or for most weapon types... Oh, more target practice for poetry, but I digress. For most weapons, they fire at a target. It either deals direct impact damage or it explodes, and then it deals a certain amount of damage with its type according to the weapon. For incendiary, it doesn't do that. Instead, the weapon power translates to the number of tiles set on fire. It deals either no or very little damage on its own. And, well, damage over time is not useful in this game. Not even a little bit. Because you've seen how quick death happens to both sides if you're playing it correctly. Oh, I hate it when you can see something, but the game does not let you shoot. Very annoying. And considering how dangerous that thing is, I'm not sure I want to advance any further. I'm gonna have to hope that it moves into a place that's more easily shot in a turn or two. Oh hey, another thing to capture. Possibly. Except, I don't have anyone who can take a good shot from here. That's a little troubling. Well, actually it is technically possible. I really don't like taking snapshots from here because, like rocket launchers, you have to reload after each shot, and those stun bombs are pretty valuable. But I don't want to let that thing shoot at me either, and hey, I guess it worked out. And, well, yep, that's another bit of a tricky situation, but thanks to smoke, I ended up okay. There's two more of them. That's not so good. And these wooden fence tiles are in the way. I figure that my weapons are strong enough at this point to... Wow! How did deflection not die there? I've never seen an Xcom soldier survive a single hit from one of those things, never mind two, with no damage. And I'm using terror from the deep damage calculations. There's no 0% damage shot, as far as I know. Now, I wasn't asking you to shoot the alien, I'm just trying to get you to shoot the wall that's in front of you. That shouldn't be difficult. How do you miss a wall? I want to know. Or maybe I don't want to know? But that was all the shots I had as well, so... And they don't have enough movement to get out of the way. So I just created an open path for them to kill all of us without actually gaining anything from it. Go strategery! I am the best at it. Oh, well. Oh, I remember you. Well then, I set Mr. Hart up for a good shot along that line of fire, so... Hooray! I believe that was the leader. That was the leader last time. It should work out. the situation with the Celtids not looking like it would work out so much. Yeah, that was not ideal. Wow. Now that's very unusual. There must have been some sort of weird line of sight thing with those two Celtids, because usually you don't see an alien move around on their turn and not try to shoot at something. And this situation is a little awkward because I don't know which way they're facing. I might be asking for a reaction fire here. Although evidence points to no, I must admit. Ooh. Exalion Black, you are doing well. However, that Celtid was knocked unconscious, which for those things is really bad because it could wake up at any time and start killing again. So I'm gonna give up whatever money I would lose from selling the corpses to keep people alive. You're welcome! Well, that was a potential major crisis averted, also. I think those are Chthonites. They're new to this mod, or at least they're one of the things added by the mod. And Mr. Hart shoots and scores again. Wow. And that was all 3 of your stun bombs, so you get the rest of the day off. At first, when I discovered the ability to kneel, I thought, wow, free accuracy. I should do it all the time. And I've suffered for that because kneeling down severely limits your ability to move after shooting, and that sort of thing can be very important. Whoa, that was an odd person to shoot at, but I later realized the truth, which was that particular person was wearing jump armor and was a tile higher than the rest and thus more visible. So overall, I'm really lucky that alien was only using a plasma pistol. Well, I'm lucky, but also the Xcom agent was lucky. Well, Aria Izayoi, you're definitely improving upon your first shot or two. And I want to know why the game will not show me what kind of alien this is. That's kind of a weird thing about the game engine. Well, oh, there's another one? Why is there another one? Haven't I dealt with 3 or 4 of them already? This is very, very dangerous. I still don't know how 2 of those shots were survived. Alright. You're kind of in an okay line of fire, but I don't want to fire from too close. Alright. Kenjutsu, you only usually get to fire this thing once per mission, so make it good. Alright, that's pretty good. That was not intended, but hey, I'm not complaining. That was better. That was a very nice machine gun burst right there. Although I have to say, thanks to the weird mechanics of fire weapons, I'd say that these dinosaur things are probably the least dangerous of all the terror units. Yes, this includes the Reapers, because the Reapers can at least kill something in one turn if it reaches you. Oh well. That's kind of too bad. Now if they fired just regular high explosive rockets, then it would be a different matter entirely. Also, I was really hoping that that was the last alien there. But it was not. So we have to do quite a bit of kinda suspenseful but also kinda boring searching around. And this is where it's very easy to get careless and get someone killed because you didn't examine every angle or possibility. And, well, if you've played the game, you've probably encountered a situation where you're mopping up and then an alien you didn't notice goes in and ruins things for you. Does that happen to me? Well, keep watching. Yes, it does. Dino Rush, you started out so well. Alright, so who did this? Right, so I was looking in that direction when I went over there. So what I can only guess is that the floater was just behind the wall, so it moved forward by maybe a tile and had enough time units to prime and throw the grenade. And since this is a non-red cloak floater, it's probably worth capturing. As much as I would like to not let it live, well, Antithesis, you were the one shot before, so here's your chance at a little counter pain, I'll say. Anyway, that's the end. 3 casualties. Terror mission could, of course, be much worse. And we got some captures, so not completely horrible. But even so, I'm at the point where losing anyone who's not a complete rookie is a pretty big loss. And I did not want to lose Rena Blade. That's XCOM. There's not much else I can say about it. And I think that's about it. We'll see what I can get from all this very soon. And next time we'll see what happens to this small UFO. Later.